There are 3 beliefs holding you back from your dream vacation. Many people say that they don't have the money to travel, but then come up with money when they want a designer bag or something else that they really want. And what if you don't have the money, but a travel opportunity presents itself? Would you then feel like you don't deserve to go? Or maybe that it's selfish right now to travel? And what if this travel opportunity was meant for you? Was the answer to what you've been waiting? That's exactly what happened to me. In 2018, I completed my first mini pilgrimage called Umrah. I had desired to go back since. I started saving for my next Umrah trip, and then COVID hit. All the travel plans went on full stop, and I continued to save, but then faced burnout and had to leave my job. But I still kept my desire alive, and I kept praying. But before that, let me tell you a little bit about me. I am Pakistani American who lives with her parents. Fast forward to January 2024, I asked my dad the same question that I've been asking him year after year since 2018. Can we go to Umrah this year? And his response time after time was always no, not yet. I was getting tired of waiting. I knew I was going to go, I just didn't know when or how. It was only January, and we had 11 months to go, but then it was the way he said it. His way of saying no had finally fully registered as, no, we're not going at all this year. So I let it go. And just right before the holy month of fasting, Ramadan, my dad asked me very casually as I'm walking by if I wanted to go to Umrah. In my head, I'm like, he's joking, right? So I say, yeah, of course. Then I go about my day. Literally that same day when I come home, I found out from my mom that he is now booking tickets for us to go to Umrah and we're leaving soon. I tell her I thought he was joking. He's been telling me no for years now, and all of a sudden he's booking tickets? She was like, yeah, I had a conversation with him and we're all going in Ramadan. I don't remember if it was the shock or just everything happening way too fast. I still couldn't believe it. Anyways, my dad confirmed later that night it was happening for sure and that we leave in just 2 weeks. Keep in mind at this time, I did not have the money to go on this trip anymore. But I had this yaqeen, this deep knowing that if it was meant to be, it was gonna happen somehow. And it did. This travel opportunity just presented itself once I let it go. I was excited. I didn't even ask how it was being paid for because I knew it was all from one source. It could be through people like parents, a spouse, work, etc. But the main source is always God. And this grounded me. Then me going on this trip kind of sparked some jealousy among people who wondered why I was going on this trip, how I was paying for it, and so on. If you're liking this video, make sure you like it because it's about to get even deeper. You may be thinking, I also know people that are gonna be jealous of me too if I go travel. So what? Let them be jealous of you. My response to this was simple. I don't know how, and it doesn't matter because I am going. Deep down, I knew this trip was the answer to years of prayers. If others were projecting their insecurities or worthiness issues onto me, that's on them, not me. And this goes without saying, but as long as the money was pure and earned honestly, I did not need to know all of the little details. The only reason I'm sharing this is to help others, including myself, become more aware of our words, projections, insecurities, and limiting beliefs. Recently, I heard something so amazing that I wrote it down and I want to share it with you today. It's about idol worship. This spiritual coach said that idols are not only in statue figure form, but they can be emotional idols. This can be a hard concept to grasp, but listen to this. He said stress is the worship of the future. Envy is the worship of someone else's risk or provisions. Guilt is the worship of the past that God has already forgiven. And fear is the worship of another creation as if they hold more power than God. Let that really sink in and rewatch that if you have to. What often holds ladies back from traveling is that they might lose focus and just play or have fun on vacation. I've heard this time after time. And yes, that's exactly what vacation is for. What if going on vacation recharges you, sparks some new ideas? You know when people say your environment matters? Well, let's take that one step further. When we are traveling, it 10x everything because everything is new to us. The hotel, the places we visit, restaurants, and much more. When we are in new places, it not only expands us out of our comfort zone, which increases our capacity to think different, be different, and live different. People often spend more on a hotel or do different activities when they are on vacation, or they even meet people from different backgrounds if they're traveling maybe internationally. This is good because it expands a person to be more open-minded, be more grateful at times for what they have if maybe they're traveling to a third world country, and so much more. Traveling has so many benefits, it's endless. The best way to get new ideas, thoughts, or shatter limiting beliefs, what I have found, is by changing my environment. When I say changing the environment, most people think only of their physical environment, like maybe their home, their workplaces. Sure, that is true, but this also includes like places you might frequently go to, the gym, restaurants, people, community centers, and much more. When we change all of these environments, we think differently and at times act differently. I remember on one of my travel trips last year, I dressed different, I acted different. Because not only was I on vacation, the air was different. And I talk a little bit more on this, on how I make every day feel like a vacation video. I will leave it in the description down below. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel for more content, and until next time.